YouTube, LJ Draco here. Yes, today is the last episode of my top 10 favorite 3D Blu-rays in their specific category, from full frame to letterbox to IMAX. As you can tell, this says top 8 instead of top 10 just because I only own 8. I originally recorded this video twice now, but both times I've tried to edit this video and record it. Not edit it so much, it's just recording. Something appears to go wrong. Every time I try and record the video, something goes wrong. The camera wasn't working, it wasn't connecting to the mirroring of the TV. I forgot that one of the movies were IMAX. It looks like my body has blended in with the sofa. It's like, I'm a very pasty guy. You can tell I'm Irish, I'm pasty with a ginger beard. Oh gosh. I look like one of the reject cast members of Twilight. Anyway, let's get into this. So these are my top and only 8 IMAX 3D Blu-rays I own, and I'm going to describe little bits of why I like them. So Black Panther, great movie. IMAX is used very well. I know it's not used as often as most IMAX 3D Blu-rays are, but it works with the movie. I can't fault it. Even just retesting it a minute ago to make sure it was definitely IMAX. It still worked. It still fitted, and I'm also just glad I own this movie just purely for the fact of how amazing it is. It would have looked a lot better if it was just all in full frame though. Every 3D Blu-ray should just be all in full frame. Next up, this movie, it's not really IMAX. It only has one IMAX scene, but it's due to that scene I had to add it. But I'm just going to give the heads up that Marvel seems to be the only company that's really using much of IMAX 3D at the moment. So a lot of these titles are going to be Marvel. Just, yeah. But anyway. Civil War. There's only one IMAX full frame shot. The rest of the movie is letterbox, but there's one full frame shot, which is the best scene in the whole movie, which is the airport fight scene. And that just worked well. They didn't let us miss any of the beauty of that scene within the 3D IMAX of this. Next up is Doctor Strange. Not only a fantastic, beautifully stunning movie. The fact is, me and my partner Alice, we were saying for ages that we would like to have seen Inception in 3D, and everyone was saying about how Christopher Nolan hates the idea of 3D, we'll never get it. Well, guess what? Marvel gave us exactly what a 3D Inception would look like, and it's freaking amazing. Next up, I'll just do these two together as it makes more sense. Sorry if I seem very tired. It's just I tried doing this video twice when I had the energy. Now I'm just miserable. It's Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Guardians of the Galaxy was the first Marvel IMAX movie I've seen, and yet again it just worked very well with each scene. All the big action space exploration scenes where IMAX was needed, the full frame was needed, we got, and all the not so important scenes of just talking and banter we got in letterbox, which suited me fine. Same goes for Guardians 2. Apart from the 3D in this for both full and letterbox were a little bit better than its predecessor, only by a tiny amount. I think there's just also because there's more colour depth to this movie compared to the first. The first was a little bit more dark and gritty. This had a lot more colour to it. Next up is the last Marvel movie that used IMAX here, and I have to admit it's probably the one that uses the best amount of IMAX. Plus, not just that, I think this has to be so far the best. Ooh, okay, I would say this is at least the second best 3D Marvel movie to be released. I think the 3D to this is just in the top 5 3D Marvel movies, and that is Thor Ragnarok. just used so well. And I'm not a big fan of IMAX 3D, which is kind of weird. I don't like it. I just prefer full frame. I do like some letterbox, but if you give me a 3D option, full frame all the way. This I don't mind as much because you get a lot of action within the letterbox 3D, which is good. But you're also getting double the amount whenever the full frame hits. So you're getting the best of both 3D worlds. And that's what I enjoy about this. Now, these last two I'm going to show in reversed order. And I'll just explain why. Now, Transformers The Last Night. Now, I don't specifically remember if this is in IMAX or not. And for the love of God, I can't even tell you. I can't honestly tell you if I didn't have time to test this one again. But I will say that the 3D was reasonably good. I'm pretty sure this wasn't IMAX as well. But the 3D was really good for this. Pity about the story. It was good. It was shocking. It got me on the edge of my seat, which is what I always look for in any 3D Blu-ray. But the first IMAX 3D Blu-ray I ever saw was Transformers Age of Extinction. Now, the IMAX in this was completely buggered from start to finish. Most IMAX movies have a scene that's not important in letterbox and then a scene that's really important in full frame, and it shifts. This just kept blinking. It was like the camera lens just couldn't stay awake. And that's what's happening throughout this. But weirdly enough, with most IMAX movies, you can tell something about the 3D, which I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I think you pretty much would have. Is with IMAX 3D, whenever a full frame shot turns into a letterbox shot, the 3D slightly diminishes. It slightly just fades into what would look like a standard letterbox 3D Blu-ray. Then when it gets smacked into full frame, there's so much more depth, there's so much more pop out. This gave us exactly that, but magnified by 100. It was just technically this is what I'm trying to say, is that the letterbox scenes were just as 100% clear 3D as the full frame, which is a very, very rare experience. So when it comes to IMAX 3D Blu-rays, Age of Extinction is the #1 recommended I could give. Thor Ragnarok is the second. But there is so much detailing in the 3D for this. Explosions. Not only do you get to see every individual piece of whatever exploded, but you can also count the lines in the flames. That's how close they get to you. Even when I'm tired, I've still got motivation to talk about 3D. This is how it works, guys. But this is by far the best IMAX 3D Blu-ray to exist. So I recommend this one to anyone who enjoys IMAX. If you haven't seen it or you haven't got it yet, this is #1 reference. Thor Ragnarok is #2. But I do recommend, the only movie I don't recommend that you buy is The Last Night, because this is a big pile of shit. As a movie, mind. If you don't care about the story, and you just like big ass robots fighting each other, then you've got the perfect movie. I'll tell you something, I made this point in a video with my friend Sasha from I Ain't Got Time to Bleed. Channel link will be in the description below. I said to him, I said, look, the thing about the Transformers movies and the TMNT movies is they're not made to be story driven. Whoever paid tickets to go and see an intelligently made Transformer or TMNT movie, you're an idiot. You were never gonna get a Oscar winning movie from these movies. You were going to get exactly what the fans and the nerds wanted to see. Big ass mutated creatures and giant ass robots kicking the shit out of each other for fun. That's what we wanted. And I said this to Sasha, and he understood what I meant. I said, I don't like The Last Night. I think Transformers Last Night is the worst Transformers movie ever. But when I saw the trailer, and I saw Optimus Prime flying on the back of a 3-headed Transformer dragon, like, that was it. That was my attention was peaked at that. Even though the film may have been shit. Optimus Prime on the back of a 3-headed Transformer dragon. If someone had just said that sentence to me without telling me that it was for a new movie, I'd want to see it. I mean, we all love the scene. We all love to see him riding Grimlock, so we'd love to see him on the back of a 3-headed Transformer dragon. Yeah, so yeah, I recommend all of these IMAX 3D Blu-rays just because they have all got their stunning qualities, even though The Last Night may not be IMAX. So I apologize if it isn't, but I'm too tired to care and check. But please, yeah, do definitely go and check these out. Give them a watch. You won't be disappointed. Anyway, I won't be doing a full collection overview until towards Christmas time. It just makes sense to do it at the end of the year, more than halfway through, because I've still got a few movies to purchase, and it's gonna be all weird like that, you know. I am so sorry for being tired again. People in the comments are gonna be like, dude, you shouldn't have done the video. You should wait till you were awake. But I thought I would do it. Anywho, I'm not doing my outro sentence because that's too much. I'm just gonna say take care, you wonderful people. New subs and old, friends and family who've stuck by me. Thank you for putting up with my shit. Oh no, seriously, thank you for sticking by my side and keeping the comment section going and everything else. It means a lot to me to know that you guys are still there showing as much support as possible. I will see you guys next time.